Okay. We were listening to the Saudi track when call stopped, and now let's keep going again with, so I remember we did this part and now we need to fill in the blanks. So it's like in a true false, just not fill in the blanks, so true false. So let's listen again, let's watch actually, because it's a video, so let's watch again and decide whether the statement are true or false. Okay. Wow, one moment. Okay.
Hello, my name is Pasha. I work for the BBC and I do a lot of DJing in my spare time. Originally I come from Moscow, but most of my family lives in New York now. Today I'm talking to people about their families. Tell me about your family.
I have a very large family. I live with my mother and my stepfather in Brighton, England. I have 6 brothers and sisters, of which I'm the eldest, and I have a lot of responsibility to look after them.
I live with my mum and my sister and my dad. My sister is 15 years old and we're really close. We're a happy little family.
I have quite a small family. I only have one sister. She's 2 years younger than me. And then there's my parents who live very close to me. All of my grandparents have died, sadly.
I'm the middle child. I have an older brother and a younger brother, and my parents are still together. I get on with them brilliantly. They're a great family.
My dad's Mexican and my mum is from London. My mum met my dad in Mexico. They moved over to England 25 years ago. And I've got a sister who's 2 years older than me.
Well, my family lives in Canada, in Toronto, Canada. I have a mother and sister. My father passed away about 20 years ago, so it's just the three of us, somewhat of a small family.
In what ways are you like your parents or siblings?
I look a lot like my mum. We have like the same height and build and face structure, and I guess I have the same traits as her. We sort of have a very similar personality in the way we think about things, the way we express ourselves.
I don't think I'm very much like my sister. I think.
So the second one, okay, the first one is false. Tracy's taller than her mother because, you know, they look like the same, similar. And Tracy looks and behaves like her mother. True or false?
True.
True, very good.
She's very different from me. I think I'm similar to my father. We both have a mathematical science type mind. And I like to think I'm conscientious like my mother.
Well, okay, so Paul's very much like his sister.
False.
Of course, they're totally different, and he thinks he's conscientious.
True.
Yeah, of course, like her mother, his mother, okay.
Quite a lot like my sister, but she's like a younger version of me, and she's thinner. And then my mum, she's a bit more reserved, so she's very organised.
Well, number 5, so Brighton is thinner than his sister, or her sister is thinner than her, so which one? Brighton is...
Her sister is...
Yeah,
her sister is thinner.
Of course, and her mother is more reserved than her father.
Wow.
Yeah. True.
And my dad is a lot louder, a lot more enthusiastic.
I'm quite calm like my dad, but can get quite, I think maybe passionate like my mum.
I'm not very like my brother.
So this one, Nicholas is passionate like his father and he's passionate like his mother.
Father.
Father or mother?
Father.
Okay, so father. Why I think he said that he's passionate like his mother, just let's check. Maybe you're right.
I'm quite calm like my dad, but can get quite, I think maybe passionate like my mum.
Listen.
I'm quite calm.
And my dad is a lot louder and a lot more enthusiastic.
I'm quite calm like my dad, but can get quite, I think maybe passionate like my mum.
I'm not.
So mom, like mom,
Oh.
passion. Yeah, of course. And
Okay.
I like my brothers. They're very similar to each other, but I'm quite different. They're more like my mum, I'm more like my dad.
so how about this one? Elizabeth is different from her brother.
Yeah, it's different from her brother.
Yeah, and her brothers are similar to their dad.
No.
Yeah, of course. Well, now let's fill in the blanks. Let's see. Oh.
My sister, I think she's very different from me. I think I'm similar to my father.
I look quite a lot like my dad is a lot louder and a lot more enthusiastic.
I think maybe passionate like my mum.
I'm not very like my brothers. They're very similar to each other, but I'm quite different. They're more like my mum, I'm more like my dad.
What do you know about your family history?
Well, my name's Brogan and it's supposed to be Scottish or Irish, but I have no idea where it's really from.
My family history goes quite a long way back on my father's side. Certainly about 400 or 500 years. He's Scottish, so it's from southwest Scotland, very close to Ireland. My mother was adopted. She and her twin sister were adopted, and we've only managed to go back one generation to the northwest of England.
I actually started to retrace my family roots last year, so I went to Northern Ireland, to Belfast, and actually found some very interesting information about my grandparents. Found the house that my great-grandfather built and where my grandfather was born.
I don't know very much about my family history, but I'd like to look into it in the future.
Wow. Okay, now let's see, according to the video, if you can guess the word, missing words or no. So I look a lot like my mom. We have like the same height and build and face structure, and so let me show you. It's like a bit of listen.
London, and my mum met my sister, who's 2 years older.
My father passed away.
Are you like your parents or siblings?
I look a lot like my mum. We have like the same height and build and face structure, and I guess I have the same traits as her.
I have the same traits?
I guess.
We sort of have a very similar personality in the way we think about things, the way we express ourselves.
Very what personality?
Very well.
Similar, yeah?
Us.
Yeah, straight up, yeah. Have a very similar personality in the way we think about things, yeah.
I don't think I'm very much like my sister. I think she's very different from me.
I think I'm very much like my sister.
I think I'm very much. I think I'm very much.
I don't think. I don't think.
I think I'm similar to my father. We both have a mathematical science type mind. And I like to think I'm conscientious like my mother.
So I think I don't think I'm very much like my sister. I think she's very different. Me.
She's different from me.
Very good. I think I'm similar.
See, I'm similar to my mother.
To my father. Father and him. We both. So because you know he's talking about, yeah, of course, him, his father. So we both.
Quite a lot like my sister, but she's like a young.
I look a lot like my sister. I look what?
Quite.
Version of me.
But she's a version of me. Actually, it's answered. She's.
Listen. I look quite a lot like my sister, but she's like a younger version of me.
But she's like.
But she's like,
Yeah, she's like a younger version of me.
And she's thinner. And then my mum, she's a bit more reserved, so she's
And my mom, she's
my mom, she's
a bit more reserved.
She's a bit.
Yeah, so.
organised. And my dad is a lot louder, a lot more enthusiastic.
And my dad is a lot louder.
A lot.
Yeah,
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
and a lot more enthusiastic. Okay, well, so we talked about this topic, and since you don't like this topic, I'm not going to ask you any other questions related to this topic. So let's move on to the new topic, that is applying for a job. So let's talk about it. Of course, maybe in future you learn, because you learn and you know how to apply for a job because you need it. It's like, something that you will need in the future. Of course, you will apply for your favorite job and your favorite position, so you should know how to do it. So let me ask you a question. So, for example, if someone would like to apply for a position or a job, what's something like factors, or I don't know what qualities should they have in order to get the position? So what qualities or factors are really important to get a job?
Get a job.
Yeah.
I think like speaking, like I don't know, speaking skill.
Yeah, of course, communication skills. That is
Speaking
really
skill,
important.
and also like I don't know, you need a like degree or something like.
Of course. So you need qualifications, of course.
Quality, yeah, I mean qualification.
Of course. And what more?
And also health.
Health.
I don't know.
Yes, of course, that is really important. Mental.
Some yeah, there are some like need health, because some job you have health problem, you can't.
You mean disabilities? You mean if you are disabled, like disabilities, for example, some people who can't walk or have disabilities.
I mean, disability or like health.
Of course, health issues, you mean?
Health issue, yeah.
Yeah, of course, it's really important. Kai, have you ever had an interview for something? I don't know. Of course, not for applying.
I don't remember. I don't remember, but I don't think so.
Yeah. And do you think, for example, in the future, if you have an interview to, I don't know, to get a job, like, and you need to show your best. So do you think it's difficult to talk and, I don't know, to express yourself, especially this is the first time? So what do you think about having an interview with someone? Yeah, it's like, for example, you're going to apply for a job. So of course you need to have an interview with recruiter, or for example, someone who is in charge of requiring.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about it. But just be natural.
Being normal, you mean?
No, natural.
Natural. So why you? Because I can't. Of course, I know how we can use being natural. So it's like being natural is really easy to do something. You mean?
Like be natural. Easy to do something? Not really, but like for like I don't know, in a like situation, right? You need to act quickly and uh, like don't think. You can't think fast.
Yeah. So actually, we need to get ready. So, for example, if you have
Yeah,
an,
but
yeah,
yeah, at least we need to get ready.
of course.
You need to
So,
at least you need to prepare some basic.
yeah, I do agree
Yeah,
with you. Maybe, yeah, maybe some, I don't know, like expected questions that you might be asked. I don't know, like, and then you need to answer. So you need to be ready. You should be ready and be prepared to answer the same questions. Of course, you're not sure about. And now, tell me, what other things? So, do you think being well dressed is important?
well dressed.
Yeah,
Maybe. Yeah, I think so. Well
yeah.
dressed.
So, do you think it's better to wear smart clothes, like formal clothes, or casual when having an interview?
No, you don't need to wear formal, but at least you need to be very like
Of of
polite
course,
enough. Yeah, you,
yeah,
but you don't need to wear like something very formal.
yeah, of course. And for example, normally at the end of any interviews on actually about like position or a job, you will be asked a question. So that is, do you have any question? So that is the end of interview, and recruiter ask you if you have any questions. What do you say? You say yes or no.
Mm, I say question and I say no.
Ah, you say no. But this
Yeah.
is an advice. Definitely don't say no because you will lose the job. You should say yes. You should ask something. Actually,
Oh yeah.
yeah, they ask you, every question that is asked is for a reason. So there is a reason behind any question that you are asked. So that is really important how to answer. When you say no, actually you indicate something. I don't care. Just yeah, that was an interview, and it's maybe I didn't pay careful attention, or I didn't care. So, but when you say yes, just when you ask one question, oh, everything that was fine, but I have a question related to, for example, salary payments. I don't know like this. So you can have a question. It's better to say yes to convince the recruiter that you are a good person for that position. So
Yeah.
never say. This is an advice. Okay. Well, the first one, the first word of this lesson, that is job application. So what is that? It's a form. So you know that. The first step to apply for a job is to fill in a form. And so any, actually a form that employers use to collect information about you, to see if you are a good fit for the position or not. So that is a job application. So let me write it here from okay. So that is. He sent a lot of job applications to many companies, but he hasn't received any responses yet. Okay, we have another word. You may know that. I want to write it here, then you read it. So I don't read. I want you to read. So this one.
Yeah, job application.
This word, can you read it?
Yeah, job application.
No, this one,
Communication.
this one. This word
Reason.
that I just typed and the word. Can you read it? And no matter. Just read it if you don't know.
Reason.
Yeah, resume, okay, and
Like
resume. And you know, we have two words.
resume is like continue.
Ah, of course, but we have this word as a noun and as a verb. That is really important. There are
Okay.
different, you know, we have some words that can be used as a verb and as a noun. And with different meaning, the pronunciation is different. For example, resume, as you said, means to begin again. So when you start something again, it means resume. But resume is something else that we need it for job. So that is a brief written account of, I don't know, personal, educational, and professional qualifications. So you need to have like, you know, job application. So it's like, you know, you need to have a resume to show I have a good resume so I can apply for this job. So resume as a noun is a brief written account of personal, educational, and professional qualifications and background experiences. Resume as a verb means to begin again. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, very good. Well, and candidate, of course, you know the meaning of this, so I'm not going to talk about it like really easy, so you don't need to know it again. Anyone who was nominated for something like a position is candidate. And this one, etiquette. So what is the meaning of this? First of all, the pronunciation is etiquette. Etiquette. Yeah. And you can see one of interview etiquettes is arriving early, like factor. So like, for example, is something that is really important. If I want to give you the meaning, the simple, like, for example, a really important code, you know? So a really important, like, okay, like, for example, the polite code of, you know, especially in social settings. So what is important? What is really important? Arriving early. So that is like an etiquette. That is like a factor or, for example, a code. That is a good behavior. That is, for example, I'm trying to give you some different alternatives, like, you know, some synonyms of etiquette that you can use. And it's like, for example, politeness. So all of them can be considered synonyms. So good behavior, or for example, a polite code or politeness, all of them. So what is really important? Arriving early. What more if you want to add something else? One of interview etiquettes is arriving early, but what more if you want to add something else?
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm good.
What other behavior or good behavior you can name? So, let me write the meaning. So interview etiquette is the behavior or language and empathy that is really important. You show during a job interview. Okay, we know that arriving early is important. What else? What is really important, especially when you have an interview and this is the first time that you're meeting someone? So what is really important? being well dressed, neat,
Being
and
well,
yeah, having good smile, smell good. All of them are really important. Yeah. Kai, do you agree that actually at first, for example, it can be a date or meeting or any formal, informal situation. Appearance is really important at a first step. Like, when you meet someone for the first time, or when you go on a date, it no matter, it's formal, informal, or for example, like romantic relationship or business relationship, that is really important how you, for example, dressed up. Like, how you got ready, how you smell, and, how you talk. Do you agree?
also,
That's really important. So we have the next word, attire. So simple synonym of attire, dress, clothes. So we have business attire, that is business clothes. So that is dress or clothes. Loose color code and formal attires of the staff working in Exit Bank. So this is like a uniform. So clothes or dress. That is the meaning of this word. And the last word, that is well-groomed. What is the meaning of this? Being neat, well-dressed, well-groomed means well-dressed and neat. I told my friend to get well-groomed because she has an important interview today. Of course, that is really important. Well, and now, Kai, if you don't have any questions related to the meaning of this word, may I ask you to make sentences using?
sentences using?
Yeah, using them. Just some sentences.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. First one, application or job application is better.
Question. Uh, Please fill in this application.
Sorry, could you say again, please? I couldn't.
Please fill in this application.
Please fill. No.
Fill up.
No, I think let's change it.
What?
Let's change it.
Okay.
It was good, but it was not really good. Like, it was okay. Fill in this form because it's like you don't say please fill in this application. Yes, it's better to say fill in the form is fill this okay. The form or job application, it's okay, but maybe change it.
My brother My sister helped me fill out this application.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. You can say, and for example, you can say, for example, my sister helped me to submit my job application. Okay, and I'm hoping, for example, to hear back soon. So submit is because you normally fill and submit, right?
Yeah.
So you can use it. I submitted my job application. My sister helped me to submit my job application, and I hope, I don't know, like for example, to hear back soon, like this one. Candidate.
Candidate.
Candidate. Yeah.
Where is candidate? This he stood as a candidate in the elections.
You normally become candidate for a position. So you can use it this way. For example, yeah. It can be any position. And so it's like, I don't know, being a president, being, for example, like, I don't know, employee, being, so everything.
He stood as
You're so good. You are feeling sleepy, really.
yeah, he stood as a candidate in
Yeah.
the local elections.
Yeah, local election. Yeah, very good. And
And wait, what? Let's see.
etiquette.
This is not an etiquette question, but one of how get your own needs.
No, no, it's not. Again. It's not an etiquette question. Again.
Etiquette.
Etiquette question, and the rest of it?
This is not an etiquette question, but one of how to get your own needs.
Yeah. Yeah, it can be. But you know, actually, etiquette, it's like, you know, when it comes to behavior, and we say that, for example, you can say, of course, you can say etiquette question. That is definitely correct. Okay. But, you know, it depends. For example, if you are, I don't know, during an event, okay, and you can ask some etiquette questions. Okay, why do you ask this question? That is really important to ensure, for example, someone behaves appropriately. So this is the use of etiquette question. This way you can ask. For example, I have some, it's like, you know, this is not etiquette question. No, just, you know, you can ask some etiquette questions so you don't directly mention it. This way you can use it. So you can ask some etiquette questions to be sure that someone, I don't know, behaves appropriately. So to check everything. And the next one, attire.
That verb.
Attire is noun, means dress, clothes or dress. Formal, for example, formal attire, formal clothes.
Proper attire is required at the restaurant.
Very good. Yes. And the last one, well-groomed.
Well-groomed.
Well-dressed, neat.
The famously well-groomed farms of the Amish. No, example.
Yeah.
Being well-groomed might have being well-groomed in a
Of course, you should be well-groomed.
You should be well-groomed when you should be well-groomed in a wedding.
Yeah, of course. Of course you should be. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Well, okay, and the idiom, land a job. So what is the meaning of this? To get or achieve something desirable. She has had such a successful interview that she's sure she will land a new job. She will get, okay? So land work, land war, or land job, okay? So that is land a job, so which means to get. To get. Job, let me change the color. Okay. And there are different factors that are really important to land the job. So the first one, being well dressed and having some good communication skills, qualifications, and other qualities. So this is the meaning of land a new job. And now this word. So Kai, do you have any questions related to these words and idiom, the words that we just discussed and the idiom? Yeah, do you have any questions? Nope. Okay.
Yeah.
If it's clear, let's keep going.
All right.
Yeah. Look forward to. Really easy, really useful. So we can use look forward to, just, look forward to. Okay, 3-part phrasal verb. So to is a part of verb, because you know that after to we don't use ing, but here to is a part of verb. So we say look forward to doing, to something with ing. If you want, you can use a noun. So that is okay to use look forward to, for example, something. But if you want to use a verb, you need to use ing. For example, oh, I'm looking forward to Christmas. I have a noun here. I'm looking forward to seeing you. I'm waiting. But what's the difference here between look forward and waiting? When you look forward to doing something or to something, it means you're excited, you're happy that is going to happen. You know what I say? I'm look forward to hearing from you. It means it makes me happy if I hear from you. So I'm waiting and I'm excited. I'm happy. So that is the meaning of look forward to something. So you're waiting, you're excited for something, you're happy that something is going to happen. So you can use noun after it, or if you use ing, if you use verb, you need to use ing for. Okay, Kai, may I ask you to use this structure, look forward to, and ing from a verb or a noun to make an example?
Look forward to, let me see, okay.
Of course.
Verb ing.
Yeah, if you want to use verb. If noun, it's okay. So you can use a noun.
I was looking forward to fishing in this area.
To fishing. Yeah. In this area. Yeah. Why area? Area is okay.
Yeah, because it's just random place.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Of course. Or for example, you can look forward to a noun. For example, I'm looking forward to my girlfriend's, I don't know, like message, letter, email, like this. So you can use a noun. Well, okay. And now we have listening, and there are the top 4 job interview mistakes mentioned in the video. So let's watch and then we would talk about it. Just one moment. I hope I can find it. Let me see. 28. Just one moment.
Hi, I'm a producer at the BBC and I really enjoy my job. I'm not sure it's my dream job because I've always wanted to be in a successful band, but it's pretty good. Today, I'm going to be talking to people about dream jobs. What do you do?
I'm a school teacher. I am a minister with the Salvation Army.
I'm a stand-up comedian.
I make French horns, the musical instrument, and I repair other brass instruments.
I'm an architectural technologist, and I design and build houses.
I finished my degree in education, and I will be teaching history and math.
I'm a student.
I'm a student nurse.
What did you dream of doing or being when you were younger?
I've always wanted to be a teacher. My dad was a teacher. My brother is a teacher.
I wanted to be a footballer. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to play for Liverpool or Arsenal. And I was quite good, but not good enough.
When I was a child, I dreamt of being a professional cellist and performing to whatever audience I could within orchestras or on my own as a soloist.
I always wanted to build things and design houses, and so now it's part of my everyday life, and it's kind of good.
When I was a child, most of the time I wanted to teach. For a while, I wanted to be a pediatrician, so a doctor for children.
I wanted to be a vet, and then a solicitor.
Well, as a child, I used to play lots of guitar, so I dreamt of starting a band and becoming a world-famous guitarist.
When I was younger, I loved sports, and I envisioned some kind of a career in sports, professionally perhaps. Later on, I was thinking of business, in the business realm, and finally I came away with serving people. That was my dream job, and I get to do that through the Salvation Army.
Would you describe your job as a dream job?
Yeah, it is a dream job, especially when it goes well.
Every day is a different day and we do different things every day. So, yeah, I would say it was a dream job, really, yeah.
To be working within the music industry for me is a dream, and I'm working with a lot of professional musicians, and I see it as it's helping me achieve my overall dream. So, yes.
I would say nursing can be hard work, but it is a dream job because you get quite a lot of satisfaction, job satisfaction.
Yes, definitely. I feel it allows me to be creative, and I get to do what I always wanted to do.
Are you ambitious?
Yes, I am ambitious. I like to take control and make things happen for myself, and in this profession I get to do a lot of things like that.
I like to think I am. I'm living in Paris right now, and that was always a dream of mine.
I was once, I think, but not so much now. I mean, I'm more ambitious for myself now in developing my own art rather than developing other people's art.
I want to get quite high up in my job. I want to be on good money and live in a nice house.
Well, first, let me ask you, Kai, are you ambitious? You want to achieve your goals and you try really hard, ambitious.
Not at all.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
yeah, different.
Yeah.
Different times. Depend on my mood. Yeah.
So your character
Like,
changes depending on your mood.
yeah, always.
Ah, that's really interesting. So yeah, you have an interesting character, really, a personality. Well, and according to the video, of course, we need to talk about this one in detail, but let me ask you a few questions. So according to the video, so tell me, first of all, tell me about their actually dream jobs. So what they wanted to be and what they could be. Could they follow and could they get the dream jobs?
No, I don't remember, but I think some was, but some was not.
Yeah. Of course, so some of them, yeah, so they change. And do you think so, according, if you remember, they changed their minds and they didn't want to be, or they couldn't?
They couldn't.
They couldn't. Okay, well, so, of course, so I need to ask you more questions, but we skip this one because, you know, there are some details that you need to watch again and answer. Well, let me stop sharing and share the screen again to check. Okay. Well, we discussed, okay, and some questions that you people normally are asked. Okay, look, what qualities, the last question of the sport, what qualities are recruiters looking for in candidates? So you can use the suggested phrases like passion, motivation, teamwork, and problem solver. So which one do you think is important? Responsibility, discipline, or reliability? What qualities are recruiters looking for in candidates, you think?
I don't wait. I don't predicting. Real problem solver, responsibility.
Yeah, problem solving, and responsibility. Yeah, of course. How about teamwork? Is it important, you think?
Yeah, also.
Of course, it's really important to the ability to work with other people and to participate in some, I don't know, teamwork activity. So that's really important. Well, okay, so let's skip this part. So we talked about it and just, you know, a little bit of listening that we'll discuss later. Okay, Kai, do you have any questions related to this part, this lesson? Wow, so thank you so much. Good to see you again and have a great day.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
See you. See you again.
See you. Bye-bye.